Hello, and if this is your first time, I want to welcome you. And I would like to say I am so excited about this video because I did mention it in the community section that I was making a video about journaling. So, for those that do not know what journaling is, I'm going to discuss it. So, I'm excited. So, what I'm going to say, my name is Marcella. I am a single mom to a beautiful 18-year-old daughter who has autism, speech delay, and ADHD and a learning disability. And she also has pica. So I started my video some years ago, back in 2017. And when I started in 2017, I really did not know where it was going. But the good thing about it, I decided to start back up. And that was in 2020 during the pandemic. So it was basically like an off and on. But that's not the reason why I'm doing this video. The reason for my video is because I am here to discuss about journaling. So I'm going to tell you about myself. I have been journaling ever since I was a teenager. I really can't specialize what age I was. One thing I know, I was a teenager when I started. So I still have those old journals, and I'm going to show you what they look like. So tonight, I'm not going to read any right now because the simple fact I want to discuss about journaling. So if you have any of your water, you have any water or anything. So what I want you to do, I brought my bottle of water that I have for a chit chat, and I hope that you brought your beverage to have some fun, discuss all about journaling. So I'm going to take me some water, a sip of water, and drink some. I was excited to make this video, very excited. And the reason why I'm so excited because there are so much things that goes through our head that we need to be able to jot down and tell ourselves about our emotions. So that's why I decided to make a video and put it on my Patreon account to discuss journaling. So twice a month, I'm going to be talking about journaling. I'm going to be reading um, things from some of my journaling books. So basically, what this video is about, um, the reason why you should journal, and also the power of journaling. And I have a sheet that I want to talk to you about the power of journaling. The power is a journey. Number one, you sitting by yourself alone help you write down your thoughts, and it helps with your stress or overwhelm. Let's say that you had a hard day work at work, and you're stressed. It could be the customers that upset at you. It could be maybe your coworkers. So you don't know who to talk to, and you probably say, "Well, I don't really want to talk to someone or tell them." So you do have someone you want to tell. You you're putting your thoughts down on a sheet of paper. It could be on digital. It can be on your computer. It can be on your laptop. You can place that anywhere. So number two, journaling is a simple, powerful tool that can help you process your thoughts and emotions and gain clarity and improve your overall well being? I would say yes, it does. Journaling does help with discussing your thoughts and your opinions, and it helps with just a lot of things. If let's say you joyful and you happy about something, you can jot that down. Say, hey, journal or dear diary. You can put it like that because that's how I wrote mine's out, dear diary, years ago when I was in high school. You can say, I did sister day. I was with my boyfriend, and it was just a fantastic day. So also, let's talk about journaling for the beginners. This is for you all too. Let's say you never journaled before and you want to journal. So, my opinion and thoughts for you is start with makes you feel good. You can like I said, you can handwrite it, you can go digital route, or you can just put it on your phone or your tablet. So, as a beginner, I would suggest that you get um like some kind of book like this if you want to. This is my journal right here. This is one of my journals I had. So, like I said, I'm not going to read any today, but I'm going to read some another day. So, this is one in 2015 that I have written. So, these are some of my journals that, people I've met, people I've came across. You can also put pictures in your journals if you want to. That's up to you. Whatever makes you feel happy. This is what I did. I put pictures in my journals. Now, the ones that I did in high school, no, I did not. But I was a beginner and I was just starting. And the good thing about journaling, too, let's say that you had a great memory in a certain decade and you want to be able to remember that moment. Let's say you just want to remember that great moment. You just had just such a great time with family members, um your sisters, your brothers growing up, or your first date, or your best friend. You guys went out to the prom, or you went dancing, anything. That's a good thing to have in a journal. Something that you want to remember for the rest of your life. And when you go back and read it, you can just laugh about it or whatever. You can say, "Oh, I didn't realize I did that." So that's a good thing. So another thing I want to say is number 3. You can add pictures into your book, just like I just showed you. I added pictures in my book. The reason why I added the pictures because that's something that I want to remember. And it's a good thing. Like I said, you do not have to discuss anything with anyone. This is your own personal um, journal. And if you decide you want to sell it, or you want, like me, doing a video and want to read to you all, hey, you can do that too. You can make your own personal video and read it to whoever you want. So I want to say number 4, find your why. You want to journal. If you're a first beginner, or you don't have to be a first beginner. Let's say you haven't journaled, like myself, I haven't journaled, oh my God, since 2019, and you want to get back into it. You find your why you want to journal, especially for you beginners too, and especially for you all that haven't journaled in a while. You want to find out what is your reason for journaling, because when you decide to journal, you write down your thoughts. and you jot down your thoughts and your opinions on certain things, and that's just a good thing. So then when you go back and look at it, you can see the reason why you decided to journal, and you can decide if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So number 5, what to write about. You can write whatever you want. Whatever you want. Let's say you want to write about, like I was saying, um, you went on your very first date, or you just had a child, and you just had your first child. You can write about that. You can share whatever you want in a journal, just as long as you feel comfortable with those statements and those sentences. That's up to you. So number 6 is set the environment. It can be candles that can set the mood. Let's say you decide that you're feeling a little stressed, or you feel a little confused because you don't know how your environment going to be when you decide you want to sit down and write your journal out. I would suggest that, let's say, like, you want to hear some classical music. If you are in classical music, got my water. That's why I said sometimes we're going to be bringing our water. Sometimes we're going to bring our tea, our hot chocolate. Sometimes you might see me with a glass of wine. So, like I said, come on in and bring yourself, bring your beverage, and let's have some fun. So, back to what I was saying. Um, to set the mood, you might decide you want to burn some nice smelling candles. And maybe you're not a candle person. Maybe you want to um, listen to some classical music. If you're a music lover that loves classical music, that loves jazz, I love all those things. Hey, I can get in the mood for that. So you set your mood, and once you do that, then you know how you want your conversation to go as you write. So that's a good thing. Keep that in mind. And also, let's say you decide you want to dim the lights, but you don't want to dim it all the way because you want to be able to see what you're doing. So you can dim the lights, or you can do both. You can dim the lights, you can put on some nice classical music, some nice jazz, and just play. Just you know, just play whatever, and just let your mind just flow. And I mean, you never know what happens. So number 7 is, what do I write about? You can put down the date, the location, the time is very important. When I was in high school, I always wrote down the date, the time that something occurred. These are the type of papers that I had when I was in high school. Like this right here. This right here is, oh, okay, this is 2005. So this is something I wrote in 2005. So like I said, I'm not going to share any my journals at this moment, but the next video this month, I'm going to share one of my journals. And when I share it, I'm going to go on and discuss what I was doing that time and who I was with, things like that. So, like I said, you could discuss whatever you desire. Like this one right here, I have a journal that I wrote in November 6th, 1990. I wrote this. So, like I said, you can write whatever you want, and you can name the location you was at. Don't feel ashamed to write down your location where you was located. You can do that. You can write the date. You can write the time, and that's what I did in my journal when I was in my 20s. I was in my early 20s on this one. I was about 24 years old when I wrote this one, and it was in November 6th, 1990. And so you could just put down whatever you feel comfortable. And like I said, it is so fun to look back at some of your journals. Sometimes when you you write your thoughts down and you go back and you look at it, you actually learn a lot about who you are, and you learn a lot about what you want to accomplish and where you want to go in life. And another good thing about that too is that when you have a journal and you're writing your thoughts and your opinions down, you find out a lot about yourself. Sometimes you might find out more about yourself than someone else finds out about you, which is a good thing. So, like I said, it's a very good thing to have if that's what you want. So this is what, like I said, this is what this video about. To learn to journal, to sit back, relax, and just be yourself. Don't be ashamed of what you talk about, because everything is private. Is between you and you. So if you ever in the future, like me, I'm gonna share minds. You're more than welcome to do that. You can make a video just like I'm doing, making a video. So, what I want to say too in number 8, dump everything on your paper. Anything that comes to mind, that's true. Whatever comes to your mind, you put it down. Let's say that you went to the grocery store and the clerk gave you a difficult time. So you, like I said, you don't want to tell someone because you don't know what their opinion and thoughts would be. So you decide to go to the next person, or the next thing, I should say, your diary or your journal. Some people call their journal or their diary different names. I In high school, I used to call some of mine dear journals. Some of them nothing at all, but you just put down, like this one I had, dear diary. So it's like actually your journal is your best friend. Your diary is your best friend. So you just dump everything you're talking about, you're upset about, and you put that on your laptop, your 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 cell phone. If you got one of those things you want to put on your cell phone, you can do that. Or you want to do it the old fashioned way, put it on paper. So the last one I want to tell you about, when to write. Any time of the day. Monthly, if you like. Every week, if you like. There's no right or wrong in that conversation. I'm going to pick you up. There's no right or wrong in that conversation. However you want to express yourself in your journal, it is yours, and it is up to you how you want to present yourself. If you want to present yourself in a way that will promote you being a better person, you can do that. So it is up to you how you want to do it. So I hope that me making this video will make you come back. So next time I'll be reading one of my journals out to you. And You are more welcome to go in the comment and ask me questions. Or if you want to go private, you can ask me questions. So I feel free and I'm more welcome for you to ask me. I look very forward talking to you again about journaling and discussing my thoughts from the past. Also, I want to tell you too, I'm going to sit you down and show you something else. This is one of my other journals that I have. And this one is 2015. So, like I said, I'm going to be discussing a lot of different things in my journal. Like this picture, I decided to put this picture in here. I do not know them, but I love the way they was dressed. They was both going to a prom. They was best friends, and they was at the restaurant that me and Nicole went on Mother's Day at Mr. Submarine. They, I think one of the ladies said they worked there, and so they came there to let the other employees see them how they was dressed. So when I saw it, I decided to ask them if it was okay if I can take a picture of them, and they let me. So I decided to post this picture in my journal because this is something I want to remember for the rest of my life. So that's what I'm talking about. You can have a journal that's for anything. Like I have a journal from 1985. And 1985, I was 19. So, like I said, I'm not going to read my journals tonight, but I'm going to make another video and I'm going to read some of my journals out. And like I said, you are more welcome to ask me. And this one was November the 24th, 1985. This one right here. So back then, I wrote a lot of things on paper because it was my first time and I wanted to be able to express myself. So I am so glad that I was able to come on here and I'll pick you up again. I want to say I am so glad that I was able to come on here and discuss what I loved about journaling and why I think that if you wanted to journal, you are more welcome to do so. And you don't have to worry about what someone else think or somebody say about you because I have had people in the past say, "Oh, she's talking to herself." You know, to be honest, yes, you are talking to yourself, but in a good way. So I would suggest if you are a beginner and you want to start journaling, do those 9 things that I suggested and let me know. Feel free to share some of your thoughts and your opinion. And if you want to share some of your journaling with me, comment down below. Tell me about a journal or date and time that you put down, and let's have some fun. Because, like I said, I got my water, and we're gonna be discussing some fun stuff. So I look forward talking to you all again, and I cannot wait to share next time this month in December what I have to share with you out of one of my journals. I'm not for sure what one. I think I'm gonna go to the one when I was very young. I was in high school or out of high school, wherever it was one. But anyway, I can't wait to share that with you. So, like I said, I just made this video to show you what you can do and what you can accomplish for being a first time uh, journal and the different names that you can use. So, I look forward talking to you, and I hope that you enjoy this video and that you come back because, hey, I'm coming back. Talk to you later. Bye bye.